Okay, hi everyone. Thought I'd do a quick review. It's not a very technical review, just my first impression sort of review. Two things I'm about to add to the quadcopter. I've got a 2-axis stabilised gimbal with its control board, and also a Boscam HD camera. Now this is effectively an alternative to the GoPro. It's got very similar specifications. I'm not going to say it's exactly the same, and there's lots of internet argument about what's better and all the rest of the stuff. It does 720, I'm not going to do a detailed review, 720, you can see it all online, 720, 1080p, apparently does 60 frames per second at 720, but only 30 frames at 1080, which is a lower specification than the GoPro. It's a same form factor, integrated battery. It's got a live video output feed, so you can connect it you can use it for FPV. It's got 2 micro SD slots, so you can get 64 gig of memory on board. Little display on the back. Seems quite well made. I've not seen the GoPro, so I can't comment on whether it's better or not. But I know one thing: it's a quarter of the price. This was less than 60 quid, compared with a GoPro Black Edition. You're looking at what, 230 to 260, depending on where you buy it. So I don't know. The lens specifications are the same, so it's 127 degrees at 1080 and 140 degrees at 720 from memory, something like that. Recorded some stuff, seems to work really well, nice and sharp. You know, at the end of the day, it's going to be mounted on a quadcopter, so all this business about absolute sharpness, I'm not sure is all that relevant, because you're going to have high frequency vibration no matter what you do. So, you know, I couldn't really justify £230 plus for a GoPro, because I won't use it for anything else but this, so this seemed like a good alternative. Time will tell. Anyway, it's mounted on this 2-axis gimbal. This is a Chinese import for less than 50 quid. When it arrived, it wasn't very well set up, so I've tweaked it using the software. Now, one word of warning, some of these, I'm not saying all of them, but certainly a lot of these Chinese gimbal imports have got ripped off software on them. Don't attempt to upgrade it, because if you do, you'll possibly brick it. Some of them you can reprogram the bootloaders, some of them you can't, depending on how the fuses have been left in the processor. So best thing to do, if you're going to buy one, just leave it as it is, and it's perfectly okay as it is. It just needs a bit of setting up, but then they probably all will. So I was going to do a little test with it running to show the stability and as much information as possible. But so far, I mean, it's you know, that's a camera and 2-axis gimbal for around about £100. So we'll see how good it is. Weight wise, I reckon we're probably looking at about, ooh, hang on, I've got some scales, 2 seconds. Don't ask me why I've got micro scales in my workshop. 274 including camera and battery. Grams, obviously. So 274 grams including camera and battery. Okay, well, I'll next little video I'll shoot if it working. Anyway, thanks for watching. Cheers.